Om Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvaditam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namani. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? Nityanandam, Namaskaram, Vanakkam. Hope everyone's having a good day. So today is episode 4, and we're going to be talking about practical utility value. Past few episodes, we've been talking about why the guru is the solution, why the guru is important, because Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam gives you the initiation, opens up your chakras, connects you to the super consciousness, the cosmic source of all energy, of all life, from the Big Bang, multiverse back to the source in disillusion. And we're all part of here as part of this Leela. The guru is that doorway. That initiation gives you the Sakshi Pramana, the first-hand experience that, wow, God exists, the super consciousness exists, the cosmic energy exists. It's part of me. We are part of that. We're all in oneness together. Moves us from beyond a belief system, a nice intellectual type of musings, to experience, first-hand experience of the reality. And that's what creates the transformation. That's what the whole science of the Hindu Sanatana Dharma is all about. It's a reproducible science, and that's why Kailasa and the Guru is so important, to preserve the science and distribute this science to humanity all over the world. The Guru, the first-hand experience, Sakshi Pramana, of the chakras opening up, of Bhagwan, the cosmic source of energy downloading into us, and making it happen through integrity, integrating yourself in your thoughts, your talk, your actions, to the Guru, to the source energy. So this phenomenon, all human beings are hardwired to experience this phenomenon, to be in oneness with God, to be in oneness with the cosmos, to be in oneness with Bhagwan, to be in oneness with Paramashiva. We all know that deep inside, that ourselves, the world, and God all need to be in alignment, and we're searching. The good news is there's a methodology, and the great news is it worked. It's a simple, reproducible science. It's not easy, it's not difficult, it's just straightforward. So Guru, integrity, Sakshi Pramana. But you know why? Who cares about the Guru? Who cares about Sakshi Pramana? Even if I do get that first-hand experience of God or Bhagwan, maybe it gives me a feel-good feeling. I'll have tears in my eyes. I'll be like this, but what's the practical utility value? So that's why today we're going to talk about practical utility value. Why you should connect with the Guru. Why you should be integrated to your higher self so that you can get that first-hand experience. Why? Who cares? And this is the reason. Practical utility value for your day-to-day life. See, we all have different hardware, different bodies, but we're all running the same software. So because, thanks to the Guru, Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam's grace and initiation, I have understood my software. I've deleted all the apps so that Paramatma shines, Guru shines. We can all do that. Remember, I'm a zero, I'm nobody, because we're all in oneness. Everyone can do it. I'm just here to give some sounds and some clicks so that people can understand and get their own first-hand experience from Guru, Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, and connect for their own practical utility value. So let's talk about that, practical utility value. See, even the way I'm dressed I'm wearing this, I'm wearing this. Not a statement. It's not meant to be like, look what I'm wearing. I'm a real person, real Hindu. You guys are wearing this and that. No, it's not what this is about. Not even a fashion choice. I mean, I like wearing jeans too. I like wearing a nice sharp suit sometimes, with my Fendi sunglasses. That's cool too. Self-expression is great in all forms. So no judgment and no morality, no ethics. It's just not even fashion. It's practical utility value. It's hot here. Tropical places, beach places, you notice people wear sarongs. Wind comes in. It's nice AC, air conditioning for me. Practical utility value. When I wear jeans and a coat here, nah, it's not working. Way too hot. This is much better. The jewelry, not fashion. You might be thinking, well, today's got on this mala skulls. What's he trying to prove? Who is he? What's this fashion? No, it's not even that. All of this is practical utility value. This was gifted to me from Adi Kailasa by Bhagwan. Kala Bhairava's mala has been daily worshipped. I just keep this in my Perumal Sanadhi on the altar. On occasion, from time to time, when Guru moves me, I put it on, I feel the vibration. Kashi, Kala Bhairava temple, Kashi Vishwanath temple, so on and so forth. All of this is sacred jewelry that gives me high vibration. So even this is practical utility value. So why is conscious access to the superconscious state, consciously opening up your chakras, consciously embracing a spiritual path, why does it have practical utility value? Actually, one of my friends today, a lot of people are privately messaging me now about certain topics, with certain questions. Again, I am nobody. I am just giving you straight from the Shastra what Guru has revealed and just communicating it on this platform for the benefit of all people. So rather than, you can private message me, that's great, but also put it in the comments too so other people can see. If there's questions you have, topics or subject matter you want to talk about, let's do it. So one of my friends messaged me, along with several others, but they all had kind of the same direction to the question. And it's sort of like, hey, this integrity, connecting to the higher self, sounds great, but I'm kind of struggling with that. What does that mean? How do I do it? Actually, I don't even know if I'm ready yet. Maybe later. I'm working myself up to it. Maybe sometime in the future. And then there was also something else said that was very revealing, which was, I'm sort of scared because I like being practical. I like being stable. I like being secure. Maybe at some time in the future, I can go off grid, be in a cave in the Himalayas and meditate, but not right now. I have all these responsibilities. I have work. I have family. I have things to do, people to support and maintain. And so I'm not ready or I'm not scared for connecting to the higher self. It's very important to understand because it's a very common misconception. What's being expressed with this statement is that here's a spiritual path. Here's the real material world. This sounds nice, but I'm not ready to go here. Here is off-grid, leaving society, leaving everybody, being alone. I mean, I'm here alone giving a little talk to you guys and having a conversation. But I'm not alone. I mean, I'm always with people. Once the camera's off, I'm with my family going around, always with people in the real world, not in a cave in the Himalayas. But notice, these two things are being contrasted to each other. My day-to-day regular material life, family, friends, kids, career, job, sustaining, maintaining, spiritual path. And what I'm trying to communicate to you, what the Shastras have revealed in the Hindu Sanatana Dharma, yogic science, connection, union with yourself and the higher self, is this path has immense practical utility value for this path. This is what Krishna talks about in Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga and Bhoga. Bhoga means the desire, the feel-good feeling of enjoying the material life, enjoying the sense pleasures, right? We talked about being a freak for music boga, being a freak for foodie boga, being a freak for cricket boga. Nothing wrong with boga, enjoying the sense pleasures in your material life. And karma yoga, the path of karma yoga, is about using not only spiritual principles, but that sakshi pramana of connecting with the source and downloading the source's energy to transform your life and your boga. Practical utility value. Let's go through some examples, okay? See, in our day-to-day life, we have to deal with a lot of things, right? Let's say, take your career or your job, for example. I mean, there's issues that come up, threats that need to be managed, people that need to be sort of motivated and aligned towards a common goal. A lot of energy is required to manage these issues, these threats, and people to sustain and maintain your life. Same thing with family. We want to deepen our relationship with our family, have love and peace, not conflict, right? The way we move about handling the work-life balance also without tension and stress. People have a desire to increase their job satisfaction, increase the amount of money they make, to become healthier, to have better relationships with their children and their parents and their relatives and their friends, right? So this is all part of regular day-to-day life in the material world. So the way that guru, sakshi pramana, integrity, and the Hindu Sanatana yogic science of connecting to your higher self is so important, is that connecting to your higher self gives you immense, powerful space to handle and maintain these issues, handle and maintain these threats, handle and maintain and sustain relationships with yourself, others, all around you. What happens is when the chakras open up, the third eye opens up, you're filled with life energy, life power. This life energy and power doesn't want to make you run away to the Himalayas, be in a cave and withdraw from society. No, the opposite. It floods you with such immense power, energy, and bliss that you can take on any challenge without getting disturbed inside. Not only that, but when the third eye opens up and the chakras are unblocked through the Guru's Deeksha initiation and you're connected to the Paramatma, to the Paramashivan, all sorts of improvements start to happen in your physical, physiological, neurological, psychological systems. You get healthier. You get smarter. Your IQ, EQ, SQ all improve. Your physical fitness, issues you're having with disease or other medical issues start to get resolved. The way that you can communicate your love to your loved ones improves. The way that you're able to handle issues and threats at the job and in your career improve. You're able to resolve, move past them, and get them to be settled according to your satisfaction. In fact, your ability to generate more and more wealth and abundance growth, because now you're just connected with such high energy that you can solve the problems, move past the obstacles that was stopping you from manifesting your desire. See, human being software, the desires are simple. The boga is simple. Abundance in all dimensions, relationships, money, wealth, property, food, freedom, security, financial security, stability, practical things, nothing wrong with that. And the spiritual path isn't against it like this. In fact, it's like this. What sometimes is confusing is the 4-stage Varna ashram system, you see. First stage, before marriage. Second stage, grahastha marriage. Third stage, vanaprastham, retirement. Fourth stage, sannyasi, getting ready to leave your body and return to God. These are 4 natural stages. So a lot of times people think, well, let me not focus on spirituality or opening my chakras or guru because I don't want to accelerate and jump to sannyas right away. If I do this, it means I have to be a monk. No. Before marriage, during marriage, being a regular person, being a householder, being a bachelor, it doesn't matter. Being a child, being an adult, no, the sooner you're able to have this understanding and get direct first-hand experience, sakshi pramana, the sooner you can live and flow through life beautifully with powerfulness. When the third eye is open and Bhagwan's energy comes right through, you're smarter, you're healthier, you're more beautiful. You can really deal with people and situations. If you want more and more abundance in your life, you'll know exactly what to do. See, it's all about making those right decisions sometimes with clarity. That also improves your decision-making power, improves everything. 360 improves. And if 360 everything improves, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're also going to improve, right? The situations you're in are going to improve. The challenges you face are going to be overcome more easily. So that's the practical utility value of guru, of integrity, of sakshi pramana. Practical utility value for your own life. Let's say I gave you a pill and I said, if you take this pill daily, you'll get smarter, more beautiful. People will be more attracted to you. You'll be able to speak to people so that you can get them to align with what you want. You can manifest the situations and the desires that you want. You can have all the abundance in life. You take the pill, right? Why not? And especially if I told you there's no side effects, why not? So this is what this pill is. It's a oneness capsule, a oneness pill. Connect with Guru, the Deeksha. The Guru's the doorway, downloads the super consciousness energy through the 7 chakra, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anatha, Vishuddhi, Anyasasra. Actually, there's a secret one that's not often talked about called Anandagandha, in between the Anatha and the Manipuraka navel center. It's from the Anandagandha is the direct connection to the source. The energy flows through Anandagandha and then spreads out like this. And then when the third eye, Sahasrara, all the chakras open, you've just flooded with more power, more energy, Shakti Avishkara. So pretty simple then. Why the practical utility value is there. More power, more energy to manifest what you want, all the abundance you want in your day-to-day life without stress, without tension. Your inner space will be quiet. None of that tension, stress, monkey mind. Your thoughts per second, instead of being so high all the time, just be low. But outwardly, the energy is there to manifest everything that you want. So that's the practical utility value. You know, if you look at it, I don't know if you guys saw the OECD report that talked about world GDP and proportion of world GDP for the last several thousand years. But India and China had together about 70% of the world's GDP up until just maybe 200 years ago, like the 1800s. And the reason for that is that they were essentially running this operating system of master-disciple relationship in both the Indosphere and the Sinosphere. In fact, you know, Chinese people, and I love them, and I know them well, they're very practical. You know, they're not really obsessed with dogma. As Deng Xiaoping said, I don't care if it's a black cat or a white cat. It's a good cat if it catches mice. People say China's not really communist, it's capitalist. People say China's not really capitalist or communist, it's a police state. It has elements of all of them. Because the Chinese civilization, the Middle Kingdom, is very practical. That's why they sent so many monks and teachers and traders to India to learn at Nalanda University, Taxila University, because practically they were like, this software is good. Let's take this software, mix it with our own tradition of master-disciple, whether it's Lao Tzu or it's Confucius, because this software works. And that software, the Agama software running in China and India, is what created the abundance and the wealth in those two civilizations that drew the attention of everyone else from around the world. In fact, if you look at that OECD report, OECD report, sometimes when the energy comes in so high, I tend to speak fast, sometimes even stumble on my words. But that's okay too. I enjoy the energy in all its expression. So recursing back up, OECD report. If you look at the gold and silver flows in the 16th, 17th century, we have data, all the gold and silver mined in Africa, South America is flowing to India and China in exchange for cotton, plant dye, spices. Think about it. The essentials of life, soft clothing, cotton, that's a technology. Looking at some weird shrub and understanding you could turn it into this. Color. That's a technology. Getting color from plants, pigment from plants. That's why it's called indigo, right? The silk from China and India. Agricultural techniques and to create spices to make food tasty. We take salt and pepper for granted, but did you know that $1 was used to be a unit of weight to calculate $1's equivalent of a bale of cotton or a bale of Malabar pepper, right? That was the currency, pepper and cotton. Because that makes sense. Clothes and food. That's the number one thing. This gold and silver was just used in exchange for that. We'll get to why in later session. But practical utility value. That's why the Tibetans crossed the Himalayas. 80% of their retinue would die in that journey. Why were they doing that? To come study at these universities to take back software, the learning, so that they could have the experience, the Sakshi Pramana of the superconscious state. So guys, my audience of one, since I'm just probably talking to myself, but if you guys take anything from this, take practical utility value. That's the reason. Connecting to your higher self, connecting to Guru, does not mean running away to the Himalayas to meditate in a cave, leaving everything behind. In fact, means the opposite. It means downloading power to manage and sustain your life smoothly with abundance for yourself, to meet life's challenges for yourself. That's why it has such practical utility value. And that's why when I got to Sakshi Pramana and saw how much more abundance, how much more happiness and bliss, I decided this is the path for me, and everyone should have access to this technology, because that's what it is. It's a spiritual technology for your day-to-day life. It's not like I suddenly stopped. I'm still running lots of different businesses, starting different businesses, helping others do lots of different things, generating more wealth and abundance so I can then support and maintain so many different ecosystems, help Kailasa, help my family, help orphanages, help start schools in remote villages in Jharkhand province, for example. And I'm not saying all this to say, look how great I am, because I'm a zero. I'm just saying I didn't stop. You don't have to stop either. In fact, it only helps you. When you connect with Guru, you won't believe how easy abundance manifests. Because once you have the right software, and the software is plugged into a great power source, your higher self, all your boga, all your wants, desires manifest way too easily. We'll talk more about that in detail over the course of the series, but practical utility value, immense practical utility value from the yogic sciences of Hindu Sanatana Dharma, all aspects of life, physical, physiological, neurological, psychological, family, career, relationships, wealth, abundance, all of that just becomes too easy when we're all in oneness with the higher self. So that's the reason you should connect to your higher self. Nothing to fear, nothing to wait for. Use it now. Take the oneness capsule now and use it. That's it. I'll stop there because I could go on and on because there's so much to talk about. I'm feeling so wonderful and so great. Thank you all for giving me the space to just share and be myself. I love all of you. I'll close with the Purna Mantra to complete this episode on practical utility value. Practical, PUV, practical utility. I don't know if I should make it an acronym, PUV. Practical utility value. Practical utility value. That's the only reason, if you need one, to connect to Guru, Kailasa, to your higher self through the Agama science. Vedanta is wonderful. When you're ready for the next step, go to Agama. When you're ready, no, go to Agama now. That's why it's called Vedagama. Practical utility value, the applied science of connecting to the higher self. All right. Let's finish with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Santi 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavate Srinityananda Paramashivam Padukar Arpanamastu Om Nityanandam. Thank you all. Be blissful. All of that much.